I'm Steve Henry from Idaho, by Boise, Nampa, Idaho exactly. I'm the dealer for these Just Aircraft Highlanders and Super STOLs. I fly the Highlander, I prefer it, but yeah, down here at the High Sierra fly-in, just having all kinds of fun. One of the main things for me is this STOLDrag race. It's always, it's a fun deal. It's going to be a tough one this year for sure. It always is, but maybe even a little more so this year. I think there's more guys that are capable of winning it.
Did you do any modifications, or did you do anything to the airplane to prepare for this year versus last year that you can speak about?
It's actually a different airplane. I built this airplane last winter, so it's the same model. It's basically the same, but I did just a couple little things. There's a fence up here on the top.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this thing right here. I just woke up a couple mornings ago thinking, how can I get more drag when I'm slipping the airplane to slow down? I thought, well, surely that'll cause some drag. I don't know if it's doing a lot, but if I can knock off a half a second, that's how close these finishes are on
the
these
stops, on the wheel stop, right?
Yeah.
So half a second, a little bit on the ground
half a
speed.
second is the difference between winning and getting second place.
Yeah.
So if that gains me half a second, it's worth it.
Man. Where did you get the idea from? I mean, did you look at some of the other STOL designs and some of the spoilers?
I just woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning 2 days ago and was laying there in bed thinking about what can I do, and that's what came to mind. So
sweet.
I just got out of bed and went down to my shop and made them. These tail feathers are actually what Just Aircraft puts on the XL, the longer model with the big engine. And it's a little bit bigger, and plus it's the upside down airfoil, so I get a really good flare with it. It's good for short.
What's your ground speed, on average, when you're doing these short landings and really to be able to stop very, very quick?
Oh, I get down in the low 30s for sure.
Miles per hour?
Yeah. Sometimes less.
Man.
I mean, if that's with no breeze at
with
all.
no wind, with no surface wind.
Yeah. I mean, you get a little breeze and you can land it in the length of it, and that's fine.
Did you ever, when there's a real breeze out, did you ever go at altitude and kind of fly backwards relative to ground?
Yeah, I've noticed, I've read it where I'm going backwards 16 miles an hour.
On the GPS?
Yeah. And I've come into the runway 1,000 feet high and dropped straight down for 500 feet and then just barely ahead a little bit on the last 500 feet and landed just... Man,
put it on the numbers taxi right away.
Today, anybody that wants to get in this STOLDrag competition, what we're doing is starting about 1 o'clock today that you have to time in. So you do a run, get a time, the top 16 times go in the main event tomorrow. And then it's single elimination. You just race each other, and if you win, you move on.
Looking forward to tomorrow's event, and I'm sure it's going to be fun.
Thank you.
I always know that you have a lot of fun doing that.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It's great to see you out here, Steve.
It's good being here.